Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am Stephanie with Steph's Budget, and I'm going to be doing my February closing budget. I'm closing out my budget for the month of February before I get paid tomorrow. So this is happening in like real time. My salary is going up, so there are things changing, and especially with March, I don't know what I'm going to be getting. So I don't really like to plan too far ahead. I have my like rough budget that I just keep with myself. And then I like to do this stuff in as close to real time as possible. So I get paid tomorrow, which is the last day of the month. So I'll be doing my weekly check-in now. And yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna be doing. Then I'm gonna be doing let me show you. I'll be doing a breakdown of my February budget. So basically showing like what I budgeted, what I actually spent, and the difference. And then I'm going to be doing my budget here, and I've filled some of them in. I just want to see specifically the things that I budgeted for. Like bills are all categorized, but I like to make sure that they've all been priced the same. Same thing with like the portrait that I did, stroller. Like I want to see if what I budgeted is what I actually spent or not, and then what the difference is. And then there's it's called a monthly comparison. So you're able to say, this is what I did in January, this is what I did in February. So you can get a side by side and see where things changed. And you literally have a column here called change in dollars. After that, I will be doing my debt plan. So you'll be able to see how much I put towards my debt. The only debt I have is student loans, and they're broken up here specifically from each loan, what that balance is. And I don't really have my minimum payment anymore because I'm way ahead, but I'll be breaking down my balance and how much I put towards my student loans, what my debt balance was last month overall, and then that difference. Let me stop talking and let's get into it. So to help myself out, these are my expense trackers, I'm so sorry. So this is from the Budget Mom. All of these pages here, I've added some in. Like this is myself with stickers from Planner Kate, and but the rest of these are from the Budget Mom. This is what I added. This is something I added, and then all of these are add-ons from the Budget Mom. So I am going to be taking my expenses from this last week, which are from here, at the end of week 3 until here. This is expenses that I've had for my last final week, and I'm gonna be putting them into my weekly check-in. So to help myself and to make this video go a little faster, I pulled those numbers already. So for unbudgeted this week, I spent $21.35. Groceries, $91.52. Eating out, $54.95. On my son, we spent a lot, $178.11. That's because we went to Walmart to get him a toy, which is like this ball pit that he just like fell in love with, and it was like $49. It's got like a hoop on it, and he just thinks it's like the greatest thing ever. And then we had done like a major grocery trip for him. So that includes like a ton of milks. What else did we get him? Oh, a ton of food, you know, diapers, wipes, that sort of thing. And then I ended up having to go to CVS yesterday and pick up some stuff for him because he's been sick. So that's why that ended up actually being a lot higher than I had anticipated, which is fine. Shit happens, you know? and he's sick, so of course I'm going to do whatever possible to make him feel better. For gas, we spent nothing. Household was $12.62, and then myself, $61.37. That's because I ended up getting some stuff for working out that I needed, some protein, etc. And then quickly for unbudgeted, we ended up buying the game Risk. So we have been playing that. So this is what I spent for week 4. I know I'm gonna be over in a lot of categories, so I am kind of dreading doing that math because I didn't do that math. Here's my red pen. Where does it say? Ah, there it is. Stabilo fine point, so 0.4 in red. So that's what I do for the negatives. So basically, what I'm gonna do is take, come on, I'm using my other phone. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna take this total, and for unbudgeted, since it's already negative, I'm gonna add that to it. So negative $26.05 plus 21.35 means that my unbudgeted category is negative $47. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn my phone on airplane mode. Perfect. So for unbudgeted, I spent $47. I am negative $47.40. For groceries, I had $187.62 left. Subtract 91.52. That means that I had left over $96.10. For eating out, I had $27.90. I spent $54.95. I went over, and I knew I was gonna go over because I had gotten my promotion and we wanted to go to dinner. So that's that. I did it. Sue me. For Mari, we had $132.90 left. Subtract 178.11. I'm negative $45 and 21 cents. I mean, for my son, I don't care if I go negative, let's be honest. He needs to be taken care of. For gas, I still have $25.25. For household, we had $191 minus I spent $12.62, which means I'm negative $10.71. And then myself, this is the most I've spent on myself in a while. So I was already negative $10.57. So I'm gonna add the $61.37, and that's gonna put me at negative $71.94. So there's a lot of red going on here. But you know what? It's a learning experience. And yeah, that's all I can really say. It happens sometimes. I did have a little extra money come in this month, so I think because of that, I ended up spending a little more, which is not the best way to do things, but it is what it is. So for the category of unbudgeted total spent was $47. I guess I should write it in red. $47.40. Remaining, I didn't have anything. For groceries, total spent was $56.88 plus $109.91 plus $45.55 $2,259 plus $91.52, which means this month I spent $303.90 on groceries. So my remaining was, let's make sure that adds up, 96, 10, 400. Yeah, so I had $96.10 remaining. So it looks like I only stayed in my budget in these two categories. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so next step is, let's see, what did I say? Add budgeted categories from expense tracker. Okay, so an easy way for me to pull totals for everything is when I finish an expense tracker, and I got this idea from the Budget Mom. When I complete an expense tracker, I, at the top, will write in the totals for the page. So as you can see here, eating out on this whole page, I spent $102.20. Then $91.16. And then $184.50. So it's a quick way for me to add up all the numbers to fill in my monthly budget category breakdown. I hope that that makes sense. So I did all of that for all of the pages. And then I'm going to be adding up those numbers now. I already put in what I budgeted for the month. So for eating out, I budgeted $350. And we already did the total on my weekly check-in of how much I actually spent, which was $377.86. So let's see. I actually spent $377.86. And what I think I'm gonna do is just pull this out quickly because it'll help me find numbers easier. So for that month, I spent $377.86. For Amari, I budgeted $250. I spent $295.21. For household, I budgeted $60. I spent $70.71. For bills, I budgeted $1,844.54, and that is exactly what I spent. For groceries, I budgeted $400. I spent $303.90, so that was a nice little win. For sinking funds, I budgeted $796, and I'm gonna do that math really quickly. I spent $305 plus $143 plus $348, so exactly that, $796. For gas, I budgeted $60, and I actually spent $34.75. For debt, so quickly for debt, I budgeted $309.44, which is my minimum. Even though I'm ahead, I still like to at least pay what has always been my minimum. Now, what's nice is I still try to always pay that. Now, I waited until today to see how much I had left in my bank account, and I had over $500. And what I like to do is make sure that I have the $387.50, which is a quarter of my rent, left over in my bank account. So I took the $500 and I subtracted that by $387.50, and it gave me a remaining balance. So what I did is put that towards debt also, but you won't see that until March because it hasn't cleared yet. So I spent more on debt this month, but what's cleared is $309.44, so that's what I'm gonna put here. Sorry, that was a little lengthy. For unbudgeted, I obviously budgeted 0, but I spent $47.40. Now for the portrait, I had anticipated spending $250 on the portrait. I spent $265. So not far off, really nice. Savings I'm not gonna fill in. Insurance, I think I spent exactly that. $415.86. For the car seat and stroller, I budgeted $630. I spent $586.08. And then I got the Graco Forever car seat, I think that's what it's called. And then a stroller by Baby Jogger. It's like the City Mini GT. The wheels are absolutely amazing on that thing. I budgeted $50 for myself and I actually spent, Jesus, $121.94. Yikes. Okay, and then for March, I will be starting with exactly, well, let me see. Let me quickly look into this. While I'm doing that, I will find out my differences. So I already know this difference is for Amari, negative $27.86. Oh shit. I'm dumb. This is $27.86. Groceries is $47.40. I'm sorry, eating out. I'm all over the place. I was right. Oh my God. I'm a mess right now. Eating out, let's get this straight, was in fact negative $27.86. Holy cow. Amari, negative $45.21. Okay. What is going on with my laptop? I'm like trying to get into Chase right now so I can confirm my starting balance for March. Okay, for household, I spent additional $10.71. Also, sorry my chair is creaking. I'm like sitting higher up than my desk right now because my chair is just not here at the moment. We don't have a chair at the moment. We just have like high stools. That's why I typically do this on my dining room table, but my dining room table is consumed with risk. Oh, woe is me, right? Woe is me. Chase, come on, laptop, get it together. Okay. Bills is 0 difference. Let's quickly do the 0 difference. 0. 0. 0. Perfect. So for groceries, it is $96.10 remaining. Gas is $25.25. Unbudgeted is negative $47.40. Here is negative 15. Where's it going? Stroller, I budgeted $630 minus $586.08. $43.92 left. And then myself, I'm negative $71.94. So the reason why there's a March starting on here is because when you add up everything you spent and what you have for March, it should total your monthly income. All money should be accounted for. I hope that that makes sense. And I feel like the Budget Mom does a really great way of explaining that. But essentially all of this added up, including my savings, including my March starting balance, everything on here should equal how much money I'm gonna have, or how much money I had for the month of February. Okay, yeah, so technically my starting balance is going to be, and I'm not doing like a difference or anything like that, $549.47. That's what I will be going into March's budget with. Now, like I said, I put $100 and I think it's like $61.97 towards debt. And so you'll see that in March, and that will be accounted for in March. But this is a really great tool to see overall in your whole entire budget, the difference between each. And then here you can do your percentage of income, which is monthly spent total. Super tiny. Let's see if you can see that. Let me pull this out. It is monthly spent total divided by total monthly income. So let's say my income was $4,000. Well, if I spent $377.86, the percentage that I spent on eating out would be $377.87 divided by 4,000. Then you move the decimal over 2 to get a percentage, and that would be 9.4%, or if you want to round, 9%. So 9% of my budget went towards eating out. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If I could show you my income, that would be a lot easier, but I can't. And so maybe I can do like a mock budget where I can actually break this down for you. So like I said, this would be 9%. And then this would probably be just under that, and so on and so forth. Here, if my budget is $4,000, $1,844.51, 4,000, that means 46% of my budget would be towards bills. So 46%, 9%, and so on. And that's how you figure out the percentage of income used for those categories. Let's see. Next we have, quickly, I'm going to fill in my monthly budget kind of on my own, and then we can talk through that because I feel like it's going to get a little redundant and I don't want that for you all. Okay, so quickly, here's another way that I break down my budget. A lot of people do this in the ERIN CONDREN Deluxe Monthly. They use the kit like this, which is from Planner Kate. Well, this one is from Planner Kate. Sarah Marie also has stickers, and I find them very intriguing. I know Caffeinated Kate has budget stickers, Jane's Diary. I'm interested in using a lot of them, and so I want to maybe try after March to use a different person's kit each month. But yeah, so here is another way I like to break down my budget. You don't have to do this, especially since there's something like this for you already. And here I could add this all up, including my savings, and that would give me my estimated budget as well as actual. And then you can see the difference and then how much over or under you are in your whole budget. And so technically I could do that right now, excluding savings, and just see what I budgeted for expenses. So why don't we do that really quick? $6,050.06. Now this $387.50 sits in my account. I don't actually spend that yet, but I like to include it in my budget so that I know I need to have this amount. Wow, I actually was under budget. Even though I was over in some categories and under in others, I estimated I was going to spend $6,050.06. I actually spent $5,970.76. So the difference is I was under by $79.30. That's exciting that even though I was above in certain categories, I managed to balance myself out. Wow, I'm really excited to see that. Okay, so next I'm quickly gonna do sinking funds. These should be pretty simple. There are only a few categories that I spent money in, which are, let's zoom in on this really quickly. So for Valentine's Day, I spent the full $110, which leaves me at $0. St. Patty's Day, $0. I don't have to put anything there. I don't know why I just did that. James' birthday, I spent nothing. I'm ending with 60. Easter, I spent nothing. I'm ending with 20. Mother's Day, nothing. I have 60. Halloween, nothing. I have 40. Christmas, nothing. I have $202. That is great. It is February, and by Christmas, I will have a fully funded Christmas fund and be able to buy exactly what I want to buy people without worrying, by being able to put money aside. Now, everyone cannot put $100. You can even try to do 10. That way, if you do need to spend more than what you have saved, at least it won't impact your paycheck then as much. For New Year's, I didn't spend anything, so I'll have 40. Amari's birthday, I did not spend anything, so I will have 160. Amari's clothes, I am pretty sure I spent the whole thing. Let me see. 50, 74. Oh, okay. So I spent 70 out of the 74. So there's $4 left. For my clothes, I spent 46. So 46, I think, left me with 20. I was just counting this one. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. 29 left. Family photo, I spent nothing. I have 40. For home decor, I spent 75. Oh, I'm sorry, I spent 85. So I have nada. Other birthdays, I spent 40. So I have 25 left. Events, I did not spend anything, so I have $43. So if I want to do that math really quickly, I spent a total of $351 this month. Okay, so whatever math I was doing was a hot ass mess. basically, this means if I added up 534 plus 560, that would be $1,094 minus 351, $743. I should have $743 left. To check that, I add these up. 20 plus 60 plus 20 plus 60 plus 40 plus 202 plus 40 plus 160 plus 4 plus 29 plus 40 plus 25 plus 43, $743 in my cash envelopes. Next are these, which I keep in my chime account. So I did not spend anything in vacation, so I have $500 currently saved. Car maintenance, I spent $200. $5.99. Duh. I'm a mess today. What's going on? I will be spending something on my car tags coming up, like literally tomorrow. But I've got 93. I'm sorry, not my car tags, my license sticker. I spent nothing in there. That's the one I'm about to. And then I'm trying to save up slowly so that I'll have a whole 6 months of car insurance paid up. So I've got $245 here. So same thing with this. If I add up 836 or 867.99 plus 236 and I subtract the 200 that I spent, my account should have $903.99, and it does because I checked it. So these are my totals here. I decided to put all together equals that, all together equals that. That's what I added for this month. What I spent was a total of $551, and what I have left over is $903.99 plus $743 equals. I currently in my sinking funds have $1,646.99. Bam! That's pretty good. I am so grateful I started doing sinking funds. Holy cow, it has done amazing. Now, y'all, this has taken a lot more time than I thought, and if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Holy cow. Here it would be my comparison, so I'm going to do that quickly off camera, and then I'm going to just show you. Now I can do the change in dollars and see how much I spent differently between the two categories. And here I did not include the percentage of budget. I plan on doing that at another time. It's just going to take too long if I do that right now. So I'm going to add these numbers in really quickly. So compared to last month, Lord have mercy, I spent $121.54 more than I did last month. Amari, we balled out on Amari this month. I spent more, $114. For household, I only spent a little more. I spent $18 for bills is the same. Groceries, $303.90. All right. I actually saved on how much I spent on groceries. I spent an additional $100 in sinking funds. That's because I had things I knew I needed to pay for sooner rather than later. Minus $34.75. means that I spent $28.10 less than I did in January. For debt, I technically spent less than. But that's because, so annoying. I wouldn't have spent as much on debt in February anyway, but it would have been a lot closer of a number. For unbudgeted, $92.64 minus 47, oh Jesus, $47.40 means I spent this much less than. Still bad in general. I think what I'm gonna do is compare these two, or combine these two, because I spent $853.56 on a phone last month, and these were two other miscellaneous charges like that. So let's just see. $853.56 minus $265 minus $586.08. Oh my God. I saved myself $2.48. For insurance, I saved a little. $20. Okay. And then for me, I'm over by $121.94. So that is the difference between my budgets from February and January. I hope that that makes sense. My debt payment plan. So, like I said, I only have student loans. These are my student loans here, and I'm gonna do my current balance. And I didn't pay anything extra. Well, technically, in total, I just spent $309.44. So my balance, this month's total balance is $23,657.01. So even though I put this much, there has been some interest that has accrued. Is that the right word? Accrued? Accrued? You know what I'm talking about. That is how much, that is my balance for the end of this month. Which, if you look at my starting balance, $23,657.01 is not bad at all. I am so proud of myself being on this debt-free journey. It's honestly amazing. I literally did not think I would get this far. But you can see a breakdown here of my loans. This has felt like just something I was never gonna conquer, because we were living in New York. We were having a baby. We weren't making, you know, a ton, because most of our money was going towards rent. So we were living in a small ass apartment. And then, you know, when I went on maternity leave, thank God they passed this thing called paid family, what was it called? Paid family leave. It was something that New York State had passed, and it had started January of 2018. Well, I had my son 5 days into January. So had I not gotten it, my company, because I wasn't there long enough, would not have given me maternity leave. I wouldn't have gotten paid, and I wouldn't have been able to stay out as long as I did. But when I did that, I actually had to put my student loans on hold. I didn't want to make payments while I wasn't working. So when I did that, you know, I got more interest accumulating. And so now I've been on a mission ever since I got back to work. I was like, I can't be living like this. So I had to pay off my credit card, pay off medical bills, and now this is what I have left. So yeah, these are my loans, the interest rate, and the order that I'm trying to pay them off. So if we look at this here, it's not going to be a huge difference because like I said, I didn't get to pay that much off. But A minus B, my progress in dollars minus is 235.14, and then total debt monthly progress, move decimal over 2 places, so it would be this number divided by that number. So 235.14 divided by 32. Move it over 2 places. It's only 0.7%. It is very low, but it is something. My progress overall though, look at this number. And this isn't even really what I started with. This is just when I really started to track it. I've paid off a total of $8,921.95. This is starting in June. This is starting 6/1 till now, February 2019. So this is 6/1/18, which I think is so amazing. So this number divided by 32, 896 equals, I've paid off 27% of my debt. Bam. And you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here because I am starving. Dinner has been ready, but I've been trying to record this. So thank you so much for watching. I know this is a ton of information, but it's very useful information, so you should really go check out the Budget Mom. I will get better at explaining these videos as I do them. So thank you so much for sitting through this with me, for being on this journey with me. If you like these videos, please go ahead, like them, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Steph's Budget. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.